wife, Barbara Ryan. Scheduled for today are the opening statements from DA Jessica Griffin and the defense attorney, Cass Winthrop. We'll bring you more as the events develop. Now back to the studio.
Hello, Julia.
Barbara,
This is my son, Paul.
Hello.
Mom's told me what a good friend you've been.
The best.
I'll let you two talk alone. I won't even leave the room. I'll be right over there.
Barbara?
This wasn't a good idea. I thought the veil would... Everyone is staring at me. I know I look awful.
No, all I see is my very best friend. And soon you're gonna look exactly the way that you did before.
This is a far cry from our lives a year ago, isn't it, Julia?
Back then, on a morning like this, we would have been sitting around your table sharing muffins and tea. You'd be bragging about the kids or talking about Hal, and I'd be mooning over Jack.
Craig's trial begins today.
I heard. You're testifying?
I have to do this. I have to do this for us.
What do you mean?
The slime I married set that bomb. But you and I know who's really responsible.
Carly?
She stole our husbands. She stole our lives. Craig may be on trial, but I plan on using that witness stand to expose Carly Denny to the world for the vicious, self-serving slut that she really is. We'll get our revenge, Julia. Starting today.
This is what Barbara Ryan looked like before this heinous attack on her life. This is how her children and her friends remember her. What I want you, the jury, to remember is what she looks like now.
But if I were you...
And if you need to rest or stop at any time, Miss Ryan.
Thank you.
Craig Montgomery, who stands accused of trying to kill you. Is he your husband?
Yes. A technicality, but yes.
When you accepted his proposal of marriage, how did your family, your friends, your business acquaintances, how did they react?
They were very unhappy. They didn't trust him.
Did you discuss this with Mr. Montgomery?
Yes. I asked him to sign a prenuptial agreement.
A prenuptial agreement. Would you consider yourself a wealthy woman?
I've worked very hard. I own Barbara Ryan Originals, a successful fashion house. I have diversified investments, real estate, stock. I've been very fortunate financially.
And what were the terms of this prenuptial agreement?
And if Mr. Montgomery and I divorced, neither would hold a claim to the other's holdings.
And he agreed to this, knowing that in the event of divorce, he'd be unable to touch your money?
He was offended that I would suggest such a document.
But aren't prenuptial agreements standard for a person in your circumstances?
They're quite common. He said it meant that I didn't trust him. I told him, I said. But I saw him. He was there. And then the sun came crashing through the roof. And the sound like thunder. And heat everywhere. And knives. I guess it was the glass. And I was in flames, and my face, and I couldn't get out. And I thought, my God, I'm going to die here. I'm going to die here. It was dark. Forever. And then I heard a voice. My son's voice. Paul. I heard you, Paul. I knew you were there. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I was trapped in the dark, but I heard your voice. And Jennifer, and Hal, and then I woke up.
Thank you, Miss Ryan. I know how difficult that was for you. Would you like to take a break?
Let's finish this.
And that's what we'll do. Ms. Ryan, since you've recovered, you've learned that while you were in a coma fighting for your life, Craig Montgomery took control of your company. Is that true?
He made his whore the designer.
Objection. Witness is misrepresenting.
We'll rephrase. Ms. Ryan, is it true that when you came out of the coma, you found out that your husband had intentions of putting the woman who used to live in his suite in charge of design at your company?
Yes.
So after he stole your money...
You told Ms. Griffin that you didn't remember speaking to Craig that night, and yet your friend Detective Jack Snyder clearly remembers hearing you speak to someone.
And 2 seconds later, the bomb exploded.
It was very traumatic, and anyone would understand why your memory might be a little sketchy. In fact, you don't remember much of anything that night, do you, Ms. Ryan?
Objection!
Your Honor, the prosecution's case is based on Ms. Ryan's memory, and yet she cannot remember the clothes she wore that night, the route she took to the boathouse, the words Detective Snyder heard her speak. Are we to believe that she has a crystal clear memory of a 2-second glimpse of a man in the shadows?
He was there!
Miss Griffin, please control your witness.
He was there! It doesn't matter about the road or my clothes. All that matters is this, what he did to me! He's done to me. Look what he's done to me. He signed the prenup. He handed it to me. That was the only way he could get what he wanted, my money. Because that's all that he wanted, my money. And her. He wanted her.
Your Honor, please.
Miss Griffin, if you can't
Look what you've
control
done. You
Miss
destroyed
Ryan.
me. You will go to jail for the rest of your life, Craig. I will make you pay. Oh, stop. Let me take you home. Get her out. She can't see me like this. Make her go away. No.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
No. Get her out of here.
Jennifer, you have to understand that she is very upset.
He destroyed her.
She'll find a way to live with what's happened.
No, she won't. She might as well be dead.
I'll take her back to my place.
Okay. I'll see you later.